Hello guys, welcome back to Jestina's kitchen. And guess what guys, it's gonna be oyster stew. This recipe is full of seafood flavor and it's so simple, tasty, easy to cook. So stay tuned. Oysters can be so delicious and it's really one of my favorite seafood. The oysters have been already removed from the shells. I've washed them clean, season it with some salt and a little bit of lemon and a sprinkle of white pepper, and then put it aside for 30 minutes for it to marinate. After marinating, I now empty 8 tablespoons of oil in the pot, which is gonna be enough to do the whole cooking. The oil has to be hot. I now empty the oysters into the hot oil. After emptying all the oysters into the pot, we now give it a stir. Stir it just a bit and then leave it to fry. You don't need to stir all the time, just leave it and then it will continue gradually frying until the oysters turn to golden brown and it starts releasing foam on top. Then you know that it's becoming brown. If you want it very brown, you can leave it to continue frying, but if not, you can remove it from the oil. But I like to remove it from the oil because I don't want to add in the onions, because if not, the oyster would suck too much of oil and then the onions would not cook fast. As you can see, it has released so much foam and this is how I want my oysters. Then I'm going to remove it from the oil. Make sure that you drain out all the oil from the oysters and then put it aside, and then we'll continue to the next stage. So stay tuned, don't go away, watch the video up to the end. You guys who are oyster eaters, this recipe is for you. I promise you, if you try this recipe, you will never stop doing it. You see, look how beautiful they look. And we're going to enjoy this tasty, good oyster stew with some poomes or salad or rice or even couscous. It goes perfectly well. After removing the oysters from the oil, I'm now going to add in the onions, the tomatoes and the garlic. After adding in the ingredients, we're gonna now stir it and then caramelize the onions for about 10 minutes on low heat so that it won't burn. After caramelizing the onions for 10 minutes, then add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Not so much, if not, your gravy will turn a little bit sour. Keep on stirring until everything is incorporated. And then leave it to fry again for another 5 minutes on low heat. To make the cooking easy, I've already washed my salad, tomatoes, and then I've already prepare the poomes and all that. I think I guess that everybody knows how to prepare poomes. If not, let me know in the comment box. Add in 100 milliliters of water and then we leave it to cook until all the water is finished. To make a hot and crispy poomes, make them just before adding in the oysters. After the water is finished, we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of paprika powder to give it a beautiful color. We continue stirring until everything is mixed together. Oyster stew with bread is very popular back in Gambia. It's called saucy yohos ak mburu. I'm going to add in another 100 milliliters of water again, just for the onions to be well done cooked. It's more tastier when it's spicy, but I don't eat too much of chili, that's why I added just a bit. As you can see, all the water is now finished. The gravy is really beautiful. The onions is well done cooked. I'm now going to start by adding in some seasoning. You can use any seasoning of your choice. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. If you want it really spicy, you can add more, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Continue stirring again until everything is incorporated. Guys, the aroma of this oyster stew, I just can't express. It's already smelling so good, I'm telling you. And then add in half teaspoon of salt. Use any salt of your choice. I'm using Himalayan pink salt with half teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. For the gravy to be well flavored with the seasoning, add in 1 tablespoon of water again, the last time, and then stir. And it's now almost time for us to add in our oysters. I now empty in the oysters. In Gambia, oysters can be prepared in different ways. It can be boned with the shells or boiled. I now stir again for the oyster to be combined together with the onions, and then we're going to leave it to cook for another 5 minutes on low temperature for the seasoning and everything to get into the oysters. And then our oyster stew is done and ready to be served. Guys, if you try this recipe, you won't regret it. It is so delicious, especially with French bread and poomes. Oh my God, you will never stop doing it. Guys, our oyster stew is now done and it's ready to be served. I now dish out. Look at that, guys. Wow, this is gonna be delicious. It's gonna be absolutely tasty. You can serve it with salad, tomatoes, poomes, French bread, or even rice, couscous. It's up to you. Look at that deliciousness of the oysters. Wow, it's gonna taste so good. So guys, this is all for you today from Jestina's kitchen, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy what I'm doing, guys, don't forget to give me thumbs up, comment, subscribe, like and share to help my channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so whenever I upload, you'll be updated. If you want to see the full recipe, you can check it out in https://jestinaskitchen.com. So take care of yourselves. Bye. I love you all and stay blessed. Bye. See you next week in another edition. Ingredients would be in the description box.